Hey, it's Alexandra and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I am excited to finally show you my fourth bullet journal flip through. For those of you that have been following me for a long time now, will know that I set this up last July. So this bullet journal has lasted me 11 months. And at the time, you guys had chosen the color journal, which I went with like the sky blue, and I had gotten this vinyl sticker from KM Vinyl Shop on Etsy. That's where I get all my vinyl stickers for my journals. And so when I set this up, I let this decal here kind of set the tone for what the collection pages in my journal were going to look like. So I had gone with like a celestial theme, sun, moon, stars. And so this bullet journal, I think has to be one of my favorites. If I were to look back on this journal, I would literally dub this journal the journal of like the Dutch door. Every month, with the exception of I believe August and December, every other month had a monthly variation of the Dutch door, whether it was vertical or horizontal. But I really experimented with the Dutch door in this particular bullet journal, and really found a groove that I really hope to carry into my fifth bullet journal, and I will have a setup video for that. And so in this video, I'm going to show you what worked, what didn't work, and what I'm going to take with me going into my new journal. Also, this journal is very special because this book here is a chapter of my life, really. It really marks pretty much almost the whole first year of my daughter's life. When I started this, she was about not even 2 months old, and this brings her up to her first birthday. And this journal also documented the happenings of what was going on with our house renovation and moving into our new house. So this journal has really meant a lot as far as what's in here. So let's get to this. This was my ode to the celestial theme, and I put this quote here that has always been a favorite of mine. Index, I don't use the index. And I know that's one of the cornerstones of the bullet journal, but I really don't use it. And I probably won't use it in my fifth bullet journal, but you know, as you grow in this process and you see what works for you, I'm somebody that when I write something, I commit it to memory a lot better. So I really know where everything is in my bullet journal. I don't really necessarily need the index to tell me, but you know, you use it if you need it, but it's not for me. This was my key, and I'm going to keep this same key. I'm just so used to the symbols at this point. My future log, which worked beautifully. I love this layout for 6 months at a time. It gives me a lot of room to write events and appointments. Level 10 life and level 10 goals. I am not going to be putting this in my fifth bullet journal. I don't refer to it often enough, and and I do monthly goals, so I don't really need a goal for the whole journal. I just do it on a month-by-month basis. Master grocery list, I am definitely putting in again, along with my shopping list. I'm also going to be trying to do like a meal planning spread in my new journal. The Mediterranean diet, this is when I, you know, like I said, I just had my daughter and I wanted to lose weight. So this I'm not going to copy again, but I will have this in my office for reference. Recipe log I'm going to keep. Recipes to try I will also keep. Weight tracker I'm not going to put in there. I'm pretty close to my pre-baby weight, which I'm happy about. So waiting on, this is like when you're ordering stuff online, if you are ordering or expecting packages. I'm probably going to do this during the holidays when I do a lot of online shopping, not so much now. I had done this at the time because we were renovating and I was ordering like crazy light fixtures and vanities, so that's why I had that there. Brain dump. Instagram and YouTube tracker I am not putting in my new journal. I don't want to focus on the numbers so much anymore. I feel like a lot of people place emphasis on it, and I want my Instagram feed or my YouTube to just be authentic to who I am. And I don't want to focus on the numbers. And honestly, since Instagram changed their algorithm, I've been losing followers, and I don't want to like harp on that. I just want to stay true to who I am. So I'm not putting a tracker for Instagram or YouTube at all. However, I am going to keep the cleaning schedule and the self-care menu. This, I think, is something really important. Just if you need a little pick-me-up, a little something that you can do to, you know, get yourself back on track mentally. And I've found that this works, so I'm definitely putting it in my new journal workout plan. Yeah, that didn't happen. So here we get to July. I carried the celestial theme into July. Habit tracker, I've noticed, are also not for me. So I didn't put habit trackers in any of the months that followed. Gratitude and mood tracker, memories page. And then this is where I experiment with the Dutch doors. I did a horizontal Dutch door, running to-do list, tracking the weather. I did a doodle challenge here. I love that everything here is at a glance. I added a cute illustration here. And then basically all of my weeks were right here, and it was so cute how this came out. So that's July. Then August, I did not do Dutch doors here, but this is just very simple. Here, I did kind of, I guess here, like a sort of a Dutch door here, vertical Dutch door that folded, but that was the extent of it. This is a watermelon theme. September, this is where I start to brainstorm different color combinations. This is one of my favorite color combinations. I did just plain leaves. Sometimes less is more. Mood tracker, this is like one of my favorites. And memories. Okay, again, I just changed it up a little bit. I made it bigger because I wasn't doing a doodle challenge on the bottom, so I had more room, which was nice. And the weeklies just vary ever so slightly. And then here I started doing a taking stock page, just basically a snapshot of what's going on in my life throughout the month, what I'm feeling, eating, creating, watching, or reading, celebrating, and loving. And I think it's just a nice snapshot of what's going on at a particular moment in time. October, we went with the pumpkin theme. Again, I really tried throughout this journal not to use very traditional colors. I really wanted to experiment with color combinations, and I think I achieved that. Memories, mood pumpkins, gratitude. Okay, I did a vertical Dutch door layout here. So I had weather on this side, and then these are my weeklies. This is when I started giving my daughter food, see how she reacted. Again, I was on a health kick here with the Buddha bowl and how to create your own or build your own Buddha bowl. Again, my taking stock page. November, we did a poppy flower theme in commemoration for Veterans Day. So I also liked how this came out. This was like my mood tracker, one of my favorites. You guys seem to really love this on Instagram. Memories. Okay, and this here is nice because, again, easy way out as far as you do one illustration for the whole entire month, and then you just have all your weeks. And yeah, you don't have to worry about being super fancy with your weekly layouts because you just got to draw it one time. So I'm all about shortcuts here. Christmas gift list as we were gearing up for the holidays, and my taking stock page for November. December, again, I did not use the Dutch door in December. I was really into drawing. It always seems like in December, when it's the busiest time of year, I want to do more in my bullet journal. But here I did a cover page, which also doubled as my mood tracker. This is really fun to fill out. I went back to colored pencils for December. Gratitude, memories. This was my little like advent calendar thing. My son still likes me to go back to this page and we look at all the doodles. So this was fun to do. And my weeklies, using the same layout, I just changed up the drawings, the pictures on the top from week to week. Okay, and then here's my waiting on. See, I did another one for the holidays. We get into 2019, I did reflections, and here my word of the year is light, be the light. So this brings us into January. I did a future log again for the next 6 months, which brings us to right around here anyway. Vision board that I created on an app in my iPad that I printed out on label paper and I stuck in my bullet journal. And then I have affirmations and goals and intentions for the new year. And we get into January. We did a mountain theme. So, mood tracker, memories. Okay, Dutch door again in full effect. Here I varied up the layouts. This one was, I had my favorite of January. They're just fun. Card tracker score, we don't need to see all that. Taking stock, and I participated in the My Doodle 9 challenge by Doodle Day Darlings, and I tried to use the same themes, colors for my doodles for January, which was really fun to do. February, Valentine's Day. Again, very, different take on the colors for Valentine's Day. I went with more like pastels. This mood tracker was so fun. So much fun. Reading log. With moving and settling into March and April, I didn't get to read a lot, but I want to do a reading log in my new bullet journal. Here I did vertical Dutch door again. And then we get into March, very green in March. Mood tracker, not one of my favorites, but nevertheless, this is very green. Just experimenting with different layouts, like different variations. April, tulips. I loved the pastels. Again, very similar mood tracker as November's. Vertical Dutch door for April. And then last but not least, we get into, planning birthdays for both my kids. Taking stock. Totally forgot to do a gratitude page in the beginning of April, but I added it. And then last but not least, we're in May, the current month here, where we did butterflies and because it was my daughter's birthday and that was the theme. So this is not filled out yet, but you kind of get the idea. This was my mood tracker as we speak, and we're basically finishing out the bullet journal. Like I started with this horizontal Dutch door here, and then these are still blank. I still have to. This will bring us into the beginning of June, and we have taking stock. And then here we're on page 233, a couple blank pages here, and then I start brainstorming for the new bullet journal. And then I have some test pages and stuff, pen tests, and that's it. I really filled this one to capacity here. But like I say with every video, I love looking back and seeing how it all came together. And I really loved how this one came together. I felt like it was cohesive in the sense of like doing, the Dutch doors and everything. But I can't wait to show you what I have planned for my 5th bullet journal. It's crazy. I've been doing this now for 3 years, and I always like to challenge myself and see what I can come up with, or how I can vary things a little bit but still make it true to my style and what works for me. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions, please make sure to comment below. Any questions, concerns, just, you know, any thoughts that you have on my bullet journal, flip through here. Again, this lasted me 11 months. This is the longest a bullet journal has ever lasted me, but as you go through the process, you really fine tune and weed out what you really don't need and just stay true to like the essentials. And I mean, it can last you. I mean, this almost lasted me a year, which I was shocked by. But yeah, it really marks a chapter in my life, and I can't wait to start my new bullet journal. And in the next video, you'll see I'm going to set up this beautiful journal, which was released last year as part of the 5th anniversary edition that Ryder Carroll did last August. So I've had this, it was shipped in September, so I've been waiting to dive into this since last September. So I'm finally so excited to be able to set this one up, but that's the next video. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed watching. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.